So writing a will, it's pretty simple. It's the Indian Succession Act that defines what a will is. So where a testator wants to have a document which clearly outlines, what of his assets would devolve upon the legal heirs. This is something legal heirs, or even otherwise. Will is the best option. So what is the legal requirement for a will? It need not be registered. There is no stamp duty that has to be put. The only thing is that the person who's writing a will should be of sound mind when he's writing the will, and the will, once it is documented, it should be witnessed by two adults in terms of the execution. And that's all that is required. You can go to the sub-registrar's office and have it registered and have the witnesses sign the records of the sub-registry. But that's not a mandatory requirement. It could be a handwritten will, and you could have two people who are not the legal heirs, preferably, sign this document as witness to the execution, and you're good to go. In case you do not want to disclose the contents of your will to your legal heirs, that's absolutely possible. As long as you have a will that is executed and witnessed appropriately, it may not be disclosed to the legal heirs. Yes, post your death, definitely. You could have you can appoint an executor of the will who will then or somebody who's known to you who can whom you can confide in, can make your intent post your death known to the legal heirs or people that would be beneficiaries of the will. The most important thing to keep in mind when you're writing a will is that you must get a comprehensive list of all the assets and liabilities that one has. So there could be a demat account which you've forgotten, or there are some assets, some jewellery that's lying somewhere in some locker which is not accounted for, some digital assets that you may have which you may not want to ignore. So get all of that in one place before you write a will. You must also update all your records. In case there are insurance policies, many times what happens is nominees have passed away and we've not corrected those records. So all that, and records, new children that have been born into the family, grandchildren, you must make sure that your will updates and is ready to take care of all the extensions or reductions that in terms of the family members that would have happened, and never underestimate the complications of tax liabilities that are there. And you must have a tax advisor or a financial advisor that advises you on the tax matters and what is something that will give you the most benefit here. The most important part is you must communicate of your intention of how the property will devolve upon the legal heirs or people that you would want to pass on the property to. Have an open communication so that there is no ambiguity, because the disputes would come in case there is ambiguity. So the fewer the ambiguity, the better it would be after your death for these properties to be distributed.